tubular turtles of the Reject Nation.
Hey.
Welcome back, baby. Cowabunga. We're here for Turtles 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze.
In honor of the 35th anniversary re-release of the original film, which we watched here on the channel last week, I just want a button that you can press that just goes Ooze.
Ooze. I'm here for it. I love it. Before we get into it today, my fellow turtle, Johnny Boy, how you doing on this turtly tubular day?
I'm totally bodacious, my guy. I'm very excited to be back in the sewer with you, and I'm ready for pizza. I'm ready for better ingredients. I'm ready for ninjas and life lessons and coming of age and all that good stuff. How are you?
I'm doing excellent.
Excellent. That's the problem. Is like I feel like I'm gonna slip into being Bill and Ted if I try to do turtle voice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and do Raphael.
Yeah, forget about it.
I'm whipping ass here.
I'm turtling here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm doing good overall. It's a nice day when we're filming this. Feeling good. It's been a bit of a hectic time in life, but today is good. We're on the other side of that, and I'm ready for some Saturday morning-esque action to get into today.
Reject Nation, this past year, I've been taking my health way more serious. That means physically, mentally, all of it. I've dropped close to 50 pounds this year, changed completely how I eat. And yes, that also includes going to the doctors, which used to be a nightmare. Because you know that moment when you're like, I should see someone about this. And then before you know it, you're Googling, you're like 14 tabs deep, and you're like, who takes my insurance? Who's even available? What do these reviews even mean? Every time I just found the process to be such a headache. Calling around to see if they're available, trying to figure out who takes my insurance, getting stuck on hold for eternity, only to be told the next appointment is months away. It's frustrating, time-consuming, and honestly discouraging. That's why I never went, and that's why I now recommend ZocDoc. Sincerely. ZocDoc is a free website that makes it easy to book in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. And you can even score same-day appointments. You can filter for doctors by insurance, location, and specialties. And you can see reviews by verified patients, so you can choose the best, most convenient care for you. So no need to call a doctor's office or wait on hold. ZocDoc lets you do everything online so you can book your appointment and get on with your day. I remember finally seeing a neurologist who actually took the time to listen, explain things clearly, and didn't rush me out the door. I felt heard. It changed how I viewed going to the doctor. And ZocDoc can help you find just that. So if you're like me and felt like you've been taking too long to take care of yourself, you can go to ZocDoc.com/realrejects and actually book that appointment. You deserve to feel good, you deserve answers, and ZocDoc makes that first step way easier. Thanks to ZocDoc for sponsoring this video.
I think I got all the things. Without further ado, you ready to get turtly tubular today?
Cowabunga, dudes!
Let's rock!
Pump up the volume, pump up the volume. I know we've had this discussion before. Comment below if you've ever thought that was a house with ladders before you realized it was film.
I thought it was a house with ladders, dude. For the longest time.
Oh my God. Oh, wow.
Manson, wow.
Had he just passed at this point? Damn. Another Twin Tower establishing shot. Ooh. Okay. This is no Slapshot Gary production, all right?
Wow, we're going mature. Open a movie with kissing and pizza, baby.
Yeah, man, that's one thing that unites all New Yorkers.
I've never seen so many people eat pizza in the opening of a movie before.
Ernie Reyes Jr., that's right.
We got another order for that O'Neill one.
Love that hair, though. Look at that guy.
Don't forget he's got all that. Do that shit. Keno, be careful, eh?
Yeah, be careful, Keno. It's pizza time out there.
Hey, ladies. Which one of you lucky girls gets a ride with me tonight?
Hey.
Dream on, dweeb.
But when I do, I'll dream of something a little thinner.
Wow, my man.
Dang.
Jeez. I mean, you shouldn't
Rudeness.
insult your clientele, even though I know your pride was...
I wonder if Roy's is a real pizza spot.
There's got to be at least 10 different Roys.
None of them are related.
No, probably not. I mean, there are probably a million Joe's pizzas, too. This feels like the opening of Gremlin. Oh, nope, not anymore.
You guys are under arrest.
Hey.
What are you, night security?
Well, no, actually, I'm a pizza delivery.
Making a citizen's arrest. With extra cheese. Ooh!
Oh, nice! Yeah!
Wow.
Oh, okay with the moves?
Woo! Okay. Damn, kip up. Let's go. Ah!
Ooh.
Did I mention I study martial arts?
Is that what that's called?
That's fun.
Eats.
Help!
We need to bring back. Oh, let's go!
Help is on the way.
Ah, nice. Freeze frame.
Yes.
This is great because I don't know what the like prevailing nostalgic opinion is on this movie. So like I'm excited to discover for ourselves if this is a worthy sequel.
Yes, 100%.
Kevin Eastman, Peter Laird, let's go. Wicked. Hey man. Let him peruse
Why
that
is that
thesaurus.
not a meme with the hand and the face?
Henson Creature Shop. That's fun with that.
Sorry, kid, it's for your own good.
Oh snap.
Let me out of here!
Dude, those shoes are pretty sweet.
He's pretty capable.
Yeah.
Let him help you.
It's okay. It's like Casey Jones. They got to have like a break-in period before they become fully allied. Whoa.
Using a belt? Oh, wow.
Hey, Hogtied him. That's fun. Ninja Cowboy. I'm gonna start saying that whenever I accomplish something. They made like crazy future yo-yos for a hot minute. Looked right at camera. Deadpool. Lol. Lol.
Ah, yes.
Donnie should
So
work in a
fun.
haunted house. He would be very, very, very good at it. One of those has to be a pepperoni.
The missing link.
I,
The missing link, let's go! Hell yeah.
I enjoy the cheesiness of them talking during combat. You don't really get that in a lot of movies today, not to the same degree. He's about to give him some sausage.
Hey, I love it.
And next time I'll use mustard.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a mustard man myself.
Where? Huh? Well, that leaves why and when, doesn't it?
You can find a phone and call the police. We'll start tying them up.
Yeah, but
Whoa.
Yeah, but good. Go.
Go. Interesting sound mixing with them
Hurry
this
up.
time.
There's a ton of these guys.
In terms with the lip syncing?
Well, and like the way the sound is produced, I get like, you know, how it sounds in the room if they've added like room tones and reverbs and stuff.
Whoa.
Damn. By the suspendies.
Hey,
Huh?
I know you. You're,
Squirrel Boy.
April O'Neil.
April O'Neil, yeah.
Oh my god, recast O'Neil?
Is that a different actress?
Well, honey, if you cut back on the heavy aerobics and all that jumping and yelling
It's
all
all
day.
right, Muriel.
Hi, Durbin.
Here, let me get that for you.
Oh,
Interesting.
right, my aerobics. I'll do that.
Oh god, I just learned what else I had seen her in, and now it's escaping me if it comes back. I had an aha moment with her, but anyway. Whoa! I think I have a fake snake that looks just like that.
Michelangelo.
Eh. This is an insane apartment. Or townhouse, whatever it is.
So they just live with her now?
I mean, it's the classic 90s trope of your bud who just shows up through the window ×4 and turtle.
Maxamundo.
Maxamundo.
I like the idea that they just say random little phrases throughout the night.
Hi, guys.
Yo, April. What it is?
What it is! We'll zoom in for the smell.
Oh my
For
god.
the bringing the camera in.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
Pizza that vanished quickly without trace.
Uh-oh. Careful there. Careful.
Any luck finding a new place to live yet?
Well, you know, in this market, it's actually very difficult to find good subterranean housing.
Oh, yeah. Right, Raph? It's a little tough when about 500 members of the Foot Clan know where you live, you know?
He's right.
What?
He is right. That happened last time.
We took out the shredder. So what's everybody so worried about anyway?
What are you tripping for?
They're both right.
Yeah. Old Shred did a swan dive with a half gainer right into the back of a garbage truck.
Have you noticed you haven't actually seen them take a bite of pizza?
Yes, I've noticed how they're shooting around it.
You are ninja. You must always practice the art of invisibility. All of you.
Yeah. Well, I don't get it. I mean, why? We saved the city. Why can't we just go out and...
Stand before me, my sons.
Oh.
For 15 years, you have been confined below. Now the outside world beckons your teenage minds.
Yeah.
But they could never understand.
The outside world or our teenage minds?
Their world can never be ours.
Not even pizza?
Pizza's okay.
Hey, excellent.
Yeah.
We will not be here much longer.
You guys can stay here as long as you want.
We do not belong here.
Oh.
Focus your thoughts on where we must go and leave the shredder buried.
He's so great. That's such a lovely, like, I love watching Splinter. The first movie especially, but also, like, so far, I am still drawn into him. Oh, no. Oh.
Rise.
Oh, no.
Keep shredding.
Yes. He is now the garbage disposal.
Well, maybe they didn't find us.
Hey, we all knew the junkyard was our fallback spot.
Ooh.
Our father, gone!
Oh, yes, my man. My man's back.
Yeah.
Woo.
I, Tatsu, now lead. Let any who challenge step forward.
Oh.
Did
Damn.
not take long.
I challenge.
You can have it.
Master Shredder.
What happened to his face?
Choose the best man from those that remain to follow the reporter. She is the key to finding the creature.
Oh.
Yes, Master.
Sharpen that helmet.
We rebuild the foot?
No. There is only one thing next.
Ooh.
Revenge.
And in this day and age of ecological abuse, it's nice to find a company.
And then we rebuild the foot after revenge.
Techno Global Research Industries spokesman, Professor Jordan Perry.
Yeah, she's definitely a different lady.
Professor, perhaps you could tell us why TGRI has finally decided to clean up the waste it's been burying here for years.
TGRI, easily the best block of programming on TV.
Man, who is this spasmatic?
Would you give the guy a break? He's a scientist.
Ecologically more suitable way.
You think you could crunch any louder? I can still hear out of this one.
It's all right. I like that. I like the ASMR of it. Yeah. Give me that crunch. It's very satisfying.
Come on, let's change this.
Is this just eating salt? Or is that sugar?
Do not change channel.
Reporting live from Bayonne, New Jersey, this is April O'Neil, Channel 3 News. Back to you.
Respect April's work.
Would you mind if I asked you a few follow-up questions?
Not at all. Oh, drat. You know we're going to have to do it another time.
I don't believe that.
Enjoying your first day, Freddie?
Yeah. Hey, what were you going to ask?
Dude, Ninja Turtles versus Freddy? That'd be crazy. Oh my, what lovely flowers.
Could you have missed this? I don't know. Grab some men. I'll go find the professor.
Is this a forced perspective shot?
Now. Go.
No, it is not. Damn.
Is it a forced perspective shot?
Well, I thought they'd put like actually small flowers very close to frame and then just lined up their eye line and then had them much further away, looking at what appear to be giant flowers but are actually just a trick of the eye. No, that was not the case. I was wrong. I was wrong. I should leave it to the filmmakers.
Just actually grabbing those big ass flowers. Mutated flowers, dude.
Just make sure the rest are found and removed.
Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to invite the press.
Sometimes the best way to hide is right out in public. I'm well aware of the risks. Containment.
Oh, are you though? Are you taking them seriously?
This is not the reason I sent you to follow her.
No, even spikier this time.
But I thought...
Silence!
I said follow her, not flower her.
Whatever caused this mutation may be useful against my enemies.
I killed them. I killed them not.
It's a flawless system.
Oh, April, you spoiled our surprise.
We were gonna clean everything up.
Thanks, guys. Where's Splinter?
He's been up on the roof ever since he saw your report.
Really? Doing what?
Coming to a decision.
It was a different. I think.
I was like, why'd you pause like that?
If this had been made today, someone would have made a note of that and updated it a little bit.
The sewer, our transformation. But the answers have always remained hidden in the past.
Ooh.
A light from the present reaches back to illuminate that shadow. You have never seen this.
Whoa.
That's the canister that had the ooze.
That transformed us all.
Yeah.
Why do you only show us now, Master Splinter?
TGRI.
Ooh, no.
I knew that there was something else going on with those guys.
Huh?
For if the contents of this canister were not unique, the city may now face grave danger.
Oh.
After all this time, wondering who we are.
The past returns, my son.
It always comes back.
It's time to seek our answers.
Uh-oh. Has anything good ever been invented that is that particular shade of green, like chemical? Do good things have? I guess glow sticks are all right.
Glow sticks are cool. Nickelodeon slime is cool.
We do like slime. I'll give you slime. What even is that though?
I don't know, but they used to put it on a lot of people in the early 2000s.
Yeah, that was their whole deal.
Well, you're the last one, aren't you?
Are you?
Oh!
Oh!
Huh, not much to this place.
Donnie, it doesn't look like there's any night security, but we better move in quiet. Yeah.
It's gonna fall on Shredder.
Let's do it, eh?
Let's do it, eh?
Hey, where do you put the quarter? Mike, will you just stop messing around? Yeah.
Hey guys, over there. Whoa.
The evidence.
What do you make of it, Donnie?
Well, I'm not sure. Looks like just a bunch of serial numbers. Let's see, dispose.
How do you type?
Hey, dudes. We're too late.
Where do they dispose them to?
Look.
Uh-oh.
But if the database is coded, the whole system might go down. Do it.
Yeah, man. What are you waiting for?
Bing, bing, bing.
Oh, nice. Nice shadow shot.
There's something about one of the shots that held a little too long that made me think, what it'd be like to see Wes Anderson's Ninja Turtles?
Yeah, I would love to see Wes Anderson's Ninja Turtles. You kidding me?
Oh, snap.
He's got the canister. Get it! I got it.
Oh, my God.
What?
Just the thought of that. It would have to be like Royal Tenenbaums, and you would have Gene Hackman be Splinter. It would be a dysfunctional family of turtles.
Oh, God. Oh, my.
Oh.
Oof.
Owen Wilson is Shredder for sure.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice.
Nice. Okay, with the split. Cool. Ooh.
Hey, Mikey! Throw it over here!
The accent's so fun.
Come on, Mikey. You go at the middle. You guys take the sides. Get it?
Got it.
Good. I don't get it.
Wow.
That's mean.
I love that guy. I hope he gets unmasked
That's
later.
why they got him.
Yeah.
That's for stuff like that.
Hey, let's go down E.
No.
God, I love being a Squirtle. Wow.
Vanish!
You have to announce it or it doesn't work.
Yeah. That's what activates it.
Yeah.
Oh, great!
You guys got to get a Ninja Vanish.
It's time to find out exactly what this ooze can do.
It's time to find out what this ooze does.
You You guys haven't even found a new place to live yet.
Listen, April, it's just too dangerous to stay here with you when the foot are out there.
I like the inflatable globe.
It's a classic of the 90s.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I could really go for a slice of pizza. Huh?
Hey.
Whoa, spookular.
Spookular? Nah, dude.
No, wait!
It's a ruse. It's ambush pizza.
I didn't order any pizza.
Oh, I know. What the guy in 313 did, and now he doesn't seem to be there.
Oh, and now we're hanging out.
Since you ordered so much anyways, that, you know, maybe you... Oh. Where'd these come from?
Oh, boy.
I like to do a little chucking every now and then. Yeah, take this pizza anyway. I mean, I can always use more. Let me get my wallet.
No.
Yes,
That's
please.
okay. No, don't worry about it. I thought you might want to know about this.
Oh.
All of them just come out of it.
Yeah. The
cat's out of the bag.
Turtle's out of the shell.
I think you'd better sit down.
You will shit bricks.
The rat's what takes him out.
I think it always is.
Yeah.
I guess your brain probably goes turtles, aliens, and then the rat, you're like, oh, shit.
I'm Leonardo. I'm Michelangelo.
Donatello.
I'm Raphael.
Yeah, all the good ones and to know.
So basically what you're telling me is you guys were all slimed.
You were on Slime Time Live.
And there's more of it out there.
Yeah.
Where?
See, there's this sort of clan of ninja thieves, a really secret group that call themselves
The Foot?
What?
Yeah, well, the word is out on the street that these guys are looking for anybody they can find with martial arts talent, especially teenagers.
I applied.
And if I let myself get recruited,
Forget about it.
Forget about it.
why not?
Why not?
Too dangerous.
I mean, he ain't wrong.
And these are the two most vicious animals you can find.
It's gold now.
Uh-oh.
Preparations are complete, however.
Begin.
However, I feel compelled to re-register my formal protest and remind you of the immense danger if we...
Oh, no.
See you, April.
Bye.
Wish us luck.
Good luck, Turts.
Well, the lives of two people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world, Elsa. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow.
What's that a reference to?
Let him complete his Casablanca monologue.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure that's what that would be.
All right. Oh, this is stupid. We got the Foot up there with the Ooze, and we're down here playing Century 21.
You'd think even an idiot could find a place down here. But
Oh no, secret trapdoor.
buddy. Mikey. Mikey, are you okay, huh?
Miguel.
Get out!
Secret tunnel.
Okay, bro?
Yeah.
Come
go.
on, Leo! Yeah!
What we got?
You all right? No problem. Coolest.
Oh.
Oh. To think if Raph would have just stayed a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wowie.
This could be our new home, dude.
Yeah. This is where Peter Parker's dad hid his secret lab.
So what do you think?
Oh.
I hear the sewers in Connecticut are really nice.
How much longer?
Look at this funky colored cave.
Yeah.
Very stylish.
I want them as soon as possible.
Aren't these enough for your vengeance?
Foot have already failed against them. I have failed.
Oh man, don't get yourself down.
The next fight, freak against freak.
How much budget did they have on this one compared to the first one?
Well, you think it's less thing is more.
Donnie?
April.
Hey.
Did you find a place to live yet?
Oh, yeah, but we'll bring you down. We've only really had time to get Splinter and pick up a few essentials.
Yeah, the bare essential.
The potato chip.
Have you seen Raphael by any chance?
Raphael?
Yeah, has he stopped by or anything?
Yeah, he's like a 6-foot tall turtle.
So you haven't seen him at all then, huh?
Yeah, well, if she does, tell him thanks for wasting our time. We gotta go out and look for him instead.
Ouchies.
I just like to say hello. Would you give me that?
The cells will no longer hold them.
Oh.
Remove the bar.
Yeah. Which fan favorite characters do we have?
And leave us.
Yes, leave me alone with my beasts.
Let them free.
Come forth.
Oh
God.
Oh my.
I thought it was going to be Bebop and Rocksteady.
Snapping turtle.
Wolf and snapping turtle.
Come forward. Attack me.
Look upon
me.
Oh.
When it is over, you will call me master.
Damn.
Mama.
Hey.
Babies. They are babies.
Babies. Oh. That's so funny. That's so freaking funny. You're the baby.
They are of no use to me against that. See that these two things are properly disposed of.
Thing 1 and thing 2.
They're living creatures.
Not for long.
The babies.
As you can see, they do have other attributes.
I like that David Warner is not like.
Maybe I'll keep them around after all.
All it took was one demonstration.
The quickest turn of all time.
He makes a lot of snap judgments, I must say, Shredder. You gotta.
All these guys gonna have to take a little test.
A written exam, if you will.
If you're good enough, we let you into the organization. Any questions?
This guy looks like the sidekick bully from The Christmas Story. Oh.
I knew this would work.
That was quicker than
I
expected.
knew this would work.
We find the foot headquarters, we get you out to tell the others, right? Gee, maybe I should write this down. What?
Oh, okay. Underground crate fighting. I love when people in a fight hit other stuff to like psych themselves up because, you know, they really don't have to do that. So, you know, they just are fired up or trying to get fired up. Oh, sit down.
Keno, wasn't it? You seem to be the only one worthy of a final test.
Damn. Yeah, he was looking proud of him.
You'll have 15 seconds. Remove as many of the bells as you can. One sound and you fail. Oh, and another thing. We work in concealment. Go.
Oh. Damn. Okay. Okay. Damn.
Ooh.
He's ready. You go. You go, Keno.
First chance we get, we're out of here. Huh?
We're history.
Is Raph's mask normally that long? I just noticed it was like
I
over his
just saw a
shoulders.
ghost.
So just what are we looking
Did
for
see a
anyway?
putty tab.
Quiet. You want to get us...
Oh, you want to get us?
Hi, we were looking for a muffler for a 77 Chevy.
Oh boy. Or make and model.
Whatever happened to service with a smile?
Oh, that bass.
You are very outnumbered, my friend.
Out of here, kid. Go tell the others. Go now.
That did not last long.
Now.
That was a very short-lived infiltration sequence.
I was gonna say all this work for to spoil your cover immediately. Like Raph, you gotta plan that. There's a reason you need your brothers. Like you gotta plan this shit out, man.
I'm curious. Any of you guys ever heard the expression fair fight?
Nah, we don't fight fair.
If I had a face like yours, I'd try to make up for it with some sort of a personality.
Ooh, he's got the grunts, man. Shredder.
Come on, April, Leo. If you're there, it's me, Keno.
Hey, Stella.
Slow down. What happened?
I gotta tell the guys. They got him.
Who has got him?
Don't make me say it. He who must not be named. The Metro Transit Authorities got him.
Just like Keno said.
Yeah, the perimeter's quiet. Yeah, a little too quiet.
Nice focus rack.
Oh, wow. You guys are great ninjas.
It's Raph.
Yeah,
Oh my God, they're gonna open the Ark of the Covenant.
I don't like this.
Let's go.
Right.
Just divide and conquer. Check the perimeter.
You know, given the layout of this junkyard and the proximity of certain structures, if they were gonna spring a trap,
Yeah.
probably do it right about.
There it is.
Oh.
I was
Hey.
like, I guess they all do have long headbands. I just didn't notice before.
Oh.
The Shred Dude!
The Shred Dude! Oh no.
Oh.
Their legs dangling.
Oh no.
First them, then you.
Oh my God, his cape is caping.
Right?
Like, oh, the designs.
I never got to see Paris.
Dude, Ninja Turtles in Paris.
A little closer.
An American Ninja in Paris. French New Wave style. Oh, let's go!
Nice.
All right, Master Splinter.
Why did you just rip my lips off? You
Rip
think
my
it-
lips. Whoa. Wowie. I do love a bunch of guys just punching out of frame.
Attack!
Oh, that's their wire shed where they keep all their extra wires. Ooh, the babier they baby.
Bones they break.
Oh.
Ugly excuse for a turtle.
Oh no.
Very cartoony.
Hey, you're that TGRI guy.
Father.
I've got to get the hang of that.
It's okay.
That's gonna suck either way.
You know, it's fun. I just realized in that shot specifically, it looks like an older Bradley Cooper.
Oh sure, David Warner would make a good Dadley Cooper. Oh.
What?
Zaddy Cooper. Whoa. Turtle.
Hey, Mikey, we got the TGRI guy.
Come on, come on, come on. Yes.
Guess what? Actually, I'd rather not.
Come on.
I'm curious where he ends up, but I like that so far he's like shady but not evil-ish. Wowie.
Drop right in, Leo.
I take it back. I mean, like the puppets and the animatronics look really cool in this.
Yeah. How are you gonna fit in there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, huh? Look at this.
You gonna tickle his feet?
I was just thinking that. No.
Oh.
Amazing, guys. And I thought all the really good dungeons were in Europe.
Hey.
We'll give you a tour later.
Give him room to speak. The professor has much to tell us.
You mean to tell us that the formation of the ooze was all just a big mistake?
An unknown mixture of discarded chemicals was accidentally exposed to a series of radiated waves. Ooze, as you put it, was found to have remarkable but dangerous mutagenic properties.
That's a mouthful.
What's happening at TGRI now?
Trying to remove any evidence of the disposal process and evacuate the premises.
It ain't the Hilton.
It's pretty sick though.
Let's face it, you'd be better off staying at the Hilton.
Well, yes. I mean, it is naturally, but it's got personality. It's rustic.
Yeah.
What troubles you, my son?
Is that authenticity?
Overcharged for this on Airbnb.
I just always thought there'd be more to it. You know, us.
Oh.
I always thought there'd be something. I thought we'd find out we were special.
You are special, dude.
Not confuse the specter of your origin.
Woo. Damn.
There's just got to be more to it.
Perhaps the search for a beginning rarely has so easy an end.
Yeah.
Tonight's encounter has left us with larger problems.
Bigger fish to fry.
Oh my.
Anchovies on our pizza. Oh my goodness gracious, just a tarp over that?
Tonight we leave a calling card for the turtle. Tomorrow we force a final confrontation.
A final countdown.
What I do appreciate about this movie, it is unabashedly cheesy and silly.
Yeah, and it's clearly having fun with that. It's like, yeah, Shredder in this feels like a cartoon character Shredder who's just always going, "Oh, you darn turtles," rather than, being a sinister knife man. But
Yeah.
I find that very charmingly amusing.
Same.
I wonder if I might ask you a few more questions off the record.
My record on the record clearly shows that I have no off-the-record record. Make a record of that.
Oh, wait.
Make a record of the record or the off the record off the record?
I have reason to believe that this damage was caused by 2 big animals.
Oh, and what type of animals might these be, Miss Honey?
Party animals.
What leads you to believe they did this?
Well, I can't say that either, but
Oh.
there are 2 very dangerous things out there.
And just what exactly would you like me to do about it?
Wowie.
I guess you're not the ones that are going to have to handle this.
That's what we do best, Miss Honey.
Dude, I love the cafe.
Cafe.
Have a nice day. Oh, my man. Let's go, Jay. Nice big coat. No!
Oh!
It's always getting snatched up by the foot.
Hello, April.
Nice.
Our master has a message for your friends.
Ugh. He reminds me of somebody. It'll come to me, but
I have one. I just can't remember the guy's name, but I think I know who you're thinking of.
Kind of reminds me of Cyril Karn from Andor, but somebody else too.
And they said if you don't meet them,
It's a Bart Simpson cup.
What?
he'd send Tokka and Rahzar out again, this time into Central Park.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
How are they going to avoid all of those people?
What do you call them again? People.
There is no choice but to meet as the Shredder wishes.
I feel like Splinter might have jaundice.
What makes you say that?
Those yellow eyes.
So help me God, yellow eyes.
There might be a way.
Huh?
Science? With some science?
Ooh, some blues.
Blue meth.
Michelangelo Puss with the dimethyl chloronite, please.
Huh?
So that blue crystal.
I'm sorry I said you were shady, man.
Wouldn't it be easier just to call it the pink
Yeah,
one?
get that Pepto-Bismol in there, too.
Yeah. Looks kind of good, honestly.
Donatello, continue aeration.
If only there was a reason to drink Pepto.
Right?
For leisure.
Tastiest medicine.
Are there any people out here just recreationally drinking Pepto?
If you drink your Pepto on the ice, on the rocks, let us know.
You carried this stuff on a subway?
Oh, wow.
I hope you guys didn't mind me picking up a few pies.
Yeah, forgiven. Whoa!
No! Pizza in the concoction.
What's that gonna do? Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Love it.
So I had no idea I'd be trying to formulate an anti-mutagen based on that contamination.
Equal opposite, man. As above, so below.
What? He's not sure. Oh.
He's having pizza too. It unites us all.
Are you sure this stuff will do the trick?
Well, we won't really know until we...
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Actually, what?
That is Chunkosaurus Rex.
He has a Bart cup and you have a Simpson jacket or a Homer jacket.
Oh yeah, coming out the bushes.
There it is.
We could solidify it in ice cube trays.
Smart.
I've got an idea.
Oh.
So the thing Andrew told me is that I guess because parents were all upriled after the first one, that the turtles don't really use their signature weapons all that much in this one. It's mostly hand-to-hand combat and other items.
That's fascinating. Okay. I mean, I could feel that now that you've said it.
Is like Schwarzenegger hard to spell?
It is. I think we've mostly seen, the stick at best, right? And maybe a little, we got the kind of jokey nunchuck moment.
Yeah, but the actual nunchucks and the size is not used. Or the katanas.
Thanks, Raph. I may never have the hiccups again.
I guess if it was me trying to soften the edges, I would give him like wooden katanas or something like that, like practice sticks.
All we need now is Wide World of Sports in a blimp.
Yeah, huh?
The very thing that was your making will now be your undoing.
Oh no.
Tokka! Rahzar!
Rahzar!
Games begin!
It was a very flexible stick that guy had. Wow. fun. These guys look so cool. This music feels like we're in an old Bible movie now.
First, we should observe the ancient ritual of the traditional pre-fight donut.
The pre-fight donut, of course. How could you not? Gotta carb up.
Why did I let you talk me into this? Give it a chance.
Look at that logo.
Num nums. Oh yes, num nums.
Oh,
that drool.
Let's go. Yummers.
Good boy, little drooly.
Little drooly.
Here you go. In your mouth. Go ahead. Wolf it down.
They're all just watching them do this. It's so funny. It's so silly. Why you crush it? Uh-oh. How you figure that out?
I told you it wasn't gonna work.
Get down!
This pre-fight donut ritual was a ruse. Damn you, turtles!
Oh no!
Should have brought Bagel.
Because you're getting smeared. This doesn't crackle quite as much as the original, but it's very fun.
It is very fun.
I'm very postage package feels like.
Take the ugly one.
I'll take the ugly one.
Oh, which one's the ugly one?
They're all beautiful. Shut up.
They're beautiful. It's true.
I like when he was shaking his head. They gave him that. Whoa.
Oh.
Oh my God, Vanilla Ice. Oh, it's this movie. Okay. Oh, no, get in there, Vanilla.
Come on.
You're a tough guy.
You want some more? Hey, come on.
Can we get a dance battle?
I love this place!
That looks familiar.
This is awesome.
Oh no. I smell that from here.
Man, could this get any worse?
Oh, give it time.
Oh, foul.
What's that smell? Dookie. Oh. Oh my God. Are we about to break it down?
Ooh, look at that collar with the shine on the ends of it.
Yeah. New swing.
Yeah, everybody let's move. Vanilla is here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rock and roll the place with the power of the ninja.
Ninja Turtle bass. Please tell me someone's gonna play that guitar.
Wait, did he just make this turtle song up on the spot, or did he already have a turtle song he was planning on performing?
He had a turtle song and dance prepared.
Go ninja, go ninja, go!
Go ninja, go ninja, go!
Go ninja, go ninja,
go! Oh my God! Oh my God! They both got little ponytails.
Get me your phone. I want the police.
To order extras?
Carbon dioxide is essential to the anti-mutagenic process. Their burping is probably retarding the reaction.
No.
Isn't there any way to speed it back up?
The reintroduction of CO2. The problem is finding a ready supply.
Oh no. I don't like it. Oh, okay. That's...
Genius.
All right, that's better.
What did you think they were gonna do?
I don't know. Something that involves more belching, I guess.
I can't take this anymore. We should be out there with the guys.
With the boys.
They fight because they must, but it is the last choice for the true ninja.
Yeah, Miyagi-Do is for defense.
Used unwisely, it becomes a double-edged sword.
Dude, double-edged sword would be great right now.
I know you're trying to help me, but you can't keep me here, you know.
I cannot.
Dang.
Technically good. He's pretty proficient in martial arts.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, so is he, to be fair.
Oh!
This is bad. He's got a job to do.
Oh my goodness.
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
Wacky.
Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go ninja, go ninja, go. Go. Oh yeah.
I feel like you need a more ninja style dance for that.
Knocked him out.
Yeah, really get into that, man.
It's party
Oh my God, this is such a wacky finale.
Yeah. Man, this must have been the height of cool at the time, though.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, Turtle's getting down right now. Whoa, those kicks were pretty sweet. Even if they nerfed the weapons, like, I do like that they're still, you know, doing the martial arts and, like, letting you drink in some of the choreo.
Oh, yeah, the hand-to-hand combat is so fun. Nice.
Oh, my God.
That's a move in the Mortal Kombat game.
Hey, is that like a finishing move?
Yeah, they'll bring their backs together as like
fatality?
As a fatality.
What, and then their head pops off and their skull flies out attached to their spine or some shit like that? And then it all lands on a pizza?
Definitely.
Go, ninja, go, ninja, go. Go, ninja, go, ninja, go. Ugh.
Ninja, ninja,
ninja, ninja, ninja, ninja, go. Oh my God.
Oh my God. They're twerking.
Oh my God.
Not the turtles working too.
Go, Shredder, go.
The battle is yours, but the war is far from over. Not so long as I possess this.
Oh.
The green stuff.
Hostess.
Hand it over, Shredder.
Of course, in small doses, through future mutants.
Oh no.
You'll have to get through us first.
The Rogues Gallery.
A pleasure.
Oh no.
That's great, dog.
You can tell they updated like their necks and whoa.
I was just looking at their necks too. Oh wow.
Their necks and like under their arms in different spots.
Keno, stay back.
Oh.
You're not going anywhere, Shredder.
We're going somewhere.
Hey, Donnie, come on.
You trying to stop us? I'll cover her with this.
She looks familiar too.
Mini Ooze.
Oh no.
Full volume.
Dude, shred the shredder with a shredding saw. Dude, he is gonna play the guitar. Oh! That is amazing. Hell yeah.
I told you this
I know,
is
not my fight.
It's left. Come on, let's go. I'm coming.
I learned that from a rat.
Oh.
Hey, you should bring him along.
This
He
is
did
fun.
say- Whoa.
Oh, there's a turtle
Oh
and
my
a wolf.
God.
Huh? Anything? Nothing.
I'd say that's pretty much a
I
wrap.
don't trust it.
Cowabunga?
That's it.
Cowabunga.
Shredded him away.
Bunga. Whoa.
Oh, or not.
Snapperino. Oh, he's got a carry hand a couple times this movie.
Oh, is he Mutie Shredder?
Does he? I was gonna say, yeah.
The Super Shredder?
Is he like Goro Shredder now?
Oh.
Whoa! Crazy.
That's insane.
Whoa. This is big fun. Whoa!
Oh, yeah, it is.
Love that camera shake too.
I love.
I wonder if that was intentional, but it actually helped to sell that a lot.
I just love the concept that he drank the ooze and it enhanced his armor as well.
yeah, totally. You know, the radiation extends outward. You know.
Whoa, it was like a Power Rangers villain.
You're gonna destroy us all.
Oh no!
So
Jesus. Bonk. Oh my God.
We're pancakes, dude.
True ninja is a master of himself and his environment. So don't forget, we're turtles.
Hey.
Yeah.
Nice little punch in through the debris. Wow. Wow.
Oh, a little bummed we didn't get a Super Shredder fight. That would have been fun.
I feel like we could have used at least like one full-on weaponed up Super Shredder fight.
Yeah, man.
Vanquished by a caved-in Doc is cool and all, but
Y'all are not wet.
they're turtles, you know. It's different. It rolls off their skin.
And their cloth masks.
And their radiation, it extends outwards.
Man, I love being a turtle.
Yeah, you do.
What? It can't be.
Carry hand times 3.
Nobody could have survived that. That's the end of the shredder. Yeah.
I don't know. I thought he couldn't survive a trash compactor the first time, but proved me wrong there.
This message was delivered to the station earlier today. To Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael,
Oh no.
and Donatello.
Idiots.
Thanks for your help.
Huh?
Dudes. Signed Professor Jordan Perry.
Oi.
Of course, we can only guess at its meaning. And now this.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Bodacious!
Whoa! Ostentation!
Hey.
Cowabunga says it all!
Woo!
Cowabunga!
Were you seen?
Of course not, Master Splinter.
We practice ninja.
The art of invisibility.
Only at the dance off.
Ninja rap is born.
Practice harder.
Practice harder.
10 flips now.
Wow.
Go, ninja, go, ninja, go!
Hey.
I made another funny.
Oh my god.
That's how his head.
Oh my god.
jeez.
Did you so
Wow.
weird. Give me 10 flips, but also I'm all about that shit. I think you guys look great out there. Don't be seen, but if you gotta be seen,
You see it in style.
not a bad way to be seen. Oh yeah. Rob Korn, first
Oh,
assistant
wow.
director, killing the game.
Oh my gosh.
All right,
What a fun
Paige
one.
Turco was April O'Neil, David Warner, okay. And we got, some of the Turtles are different voices now. Splinter, Kevin Clash, Keno, Ernie Reyes Jr. got to be on screen, which is cool. It's very nice.
Super Shredder, Kevin Nash.
All right.
Soho Man.
Is
Is Michael Jai White going to get credited? Because
I
he didn't
hope
have a
so.
single line in the movie.
Man, he was an extra. He was
Yeah.
like a featured extra. Or no, is being a featured extra when you get like one word to say or something like that.
Earthquake was a disc jockey. Vanilla Ice himself.
All right. Wow. No Michael J. White.
Did we
Shit's
miss him, or
Crazy.
did
I
you-
don't.
no?
I don't think he would have been credited any higher.
Fair. Yeah, not
God.
above Splinter.
Yeah.
Not above
I would
Shredder
love to
either.
go and study these credits more because like the amount again of just different people's efforts that go into orchestrating each Turtle and Master Splinter are got to be pretty staggering, and they've had like voice credits, puppeteering credits, stunt credits, like all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
And Keno's fights performed by Ernie Reyes Jr. himself.
These are pretty long credits. Like 5 minutes worth of credits left.
And no, here let's zip through just to make sure that even though we would love to sit here and listen to the iconic tones of the Secret of the Ooze soundtrack. Well, all right, gang.
Alrighty, boys and girls. This was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Secret of the Ooze Turtles 2.
Ooze.
Oozing out of your
Oozing
orifices.
out of my mouth.
Oh, yeah, and other places too. You should see a doctor. Anyway, this was...
You gotta lay off that Olestra.
Yeah,
That's
got
what you
to,
gotta do.
man. Stay safe
You
out
gotta
there.
do out there.
If you listen to this on Apple or Spotify, make sure to give us 5 stars. Also, thank you to the people over at Prepper for chopping down these highlights.
Cowabunga, prepper dudes. What kind of pizza do you
Cowabunga.
guys eat while you edit? Let us know.
Let us know down in the comments
Yeah.
below.
Comment on create some engagement on the video, please.
So, as we stated before, we're going to get into these freaking questions from the patrons.
Heck yeah.
And what usually happens as we are reading the questions, 1, we're going to shout them out. 2, we're going to do the best of our ability to answer them. And 3, as the questions pertain, as they go along, we are also going to review it in tandem with the questions. So, stay tuned for that. And without further ado, Johnny boy, let's get into
Let's
it.
get into it. Number 1 on the question queue. Pierre the Reject. Thanks for chiming in. Appreciate you very much. For TMNT2. Hello, John and Aaron. Hello
Hola.
to you. I'm glad you're watching. I'm glad you're reacting to my favorite TMNT movie. My friends and I used to play Pretend to be Ninja Turtles, and I identify myself as Leonardo. Which turtle do you think you identify with? All right, so we talked about this last time. Do you still feel the same after this movie? And who do you identify with today? Recap who you identified with in the past.
Man. So I believe I said I identify with Mikey
Okay.
and Raph.
Okay.
And that's still true. I love both of those boys. And yeah, they just continue to be fun in this one. And I get it why this is your favorite TMNT movie. It's so funny and it's so unabashedly silly and doesn't take itself too seriously at all. And it's not trying to be, it's succeeding at everything that it's trying to be. And I respect it for that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I had a good time, dude. So I'm happy that you also enjoy this one. Johnny, what about you, man?
Yeah, this was, I could absolutely see how and why this would be your favorite, especially too if you're, probably watching these as a kid, probably watching them somewhere nearer the time that they came out. Like, if this was something that I had like grown up on, watching a lot, I'm sure this could easily have been my favorite Turtle movie. I think the first one for me still crackles a bit more with like, damn, they really did it.
The first one's a better movie for sure, but this one's fun.
But yeah, like, I think you come in with the worry of like, oh, is this going to lose any charm? Is this going to be, is markedly inferior in some way? And no, like I had a great time watching this. This was so fun. Feel like I'm still my man Donatello. But, we're all of the turtles at some point in our lives. And, yeah, I mean, as a kid, like I said, it started out with Mikey, and then it moved to Leonardo and Raphael, and then it ultimately wound up on Donatello. And I'm still rocking with my man. He was the skateboard guy in this movie, so that would have been my shit. That would have been for me.
He's a Donnie boy.
So, yeah, we definitely played the Ninja Turtles as well. And I hope you enjoyed this reaction, because this was a blast.
Thanks, dude.
Flying Scotsman 4072. To this day, I still have Vanilla Ice's song Ninja Rap in my head. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go! It's still catchy, and I like it, as you should. What's your favorite film's single soundtrack song? Mine is Sunflower from Into the Spider-Verse.
Oh, baby.
By Sway Lee and somebody else?
Oh, baby. Mine has been consistent through most of my life.
Okay.
And still to this day, my favorite in-movie song.
Ooh.
Is, drumroll please, Wow Wow West.
Hey.
By Will Smith.
It's
from
hard
the
to
movie
beat that.
Wow Wow West.
I mean, the Men in Black theme song might be among the greatest of all time. I mean, shouts out to Black Sheep from Scott Pilgrim, pretty groovy tune. But I'm trying to. This is the kind of question designed to like cook my brain, because I'm like, oh, I know there's a perfect answer.
There's so many,
that's out there. But I mean, those are good ones, honestly.
Yeah, that one's a great one.
Kiss from a Rose. I remember when Watchmen
classic.
came out, we got really into the Smashing Pumpkins song that they used in the trailer. There was that single, and they had done a song, I think, called "The Beginning Is the End Is the Beginning Is the End." It was like the A side, and that was for like Batman Returns or one of those older movies. And the B side was the end. The beginning is the end is the B. It's the inverse, and they used the like B side version for Watchmen. And I remember we got really into that. It was pretty sick.
I know a movie I've seen once, and I don't really remember the plot of it, but I know that this song is obviously it's associated with the song.
I know what it
is.
is.
It's the same name.
I know my answer.
Skyfall by Adele from Skyfall.
That's a good ass
Great
one.
Song.
I'm gonna actually. It's a recent movie I saw, but I love the song, and it's like written in the text of the movie. It's from Dinner in America, and I think that
Dinner in America. I don't know that
yeah, it's a movie with Kyle Gallner and this lovely actress whose name escapes me now. It's like an indie weird punk romance thing. And they write a song called Watermelon in the movie that I adore, and it's like both sweet but also like a chunky kind of like head nodding, foot stomping kind of tune. So it's a special song to me for other reasons as well. So yeah,
I'll have to watch that.
Yeah, that's a good ass movie. Definitely watch it. Definitely let me know what you think.
Okay. Last one for me. I'm gonna say "This Is a Life" from Everything Ever All at Once.
Not bad at
That's
all.
An awesome song.
Not bad at all.
Okay.
All
Do you have any
right.
other ones?
They'll come to me as we go, perhaps. I mean, please, by all means, leave yours down in the comments below. There's a song called Juno from the Maniac soundtrack, the remake with Elijah Wood, that I love a lot.
Okay.
That's on the end of a very cool, like, synth score. But again, I know that there got to be so many friggin' examples of songs for... This is gonna haunt me. This is the kind we gotta. If I think of any more, I'll pepper them in. But this is the kind of question designed to like make my brain go over time. And now I want to Google them and see if I missed anything.
There are so many. But let us know if you have any in the comments below.
Zonens Z. As a kid, I used to prefer it. Thank you, by the way, for chiming in. The sequel to the original, and as an adult, the opposite is true. How do you feel about the overall change in tone in the second movie? That's really funny, actually, because that makes a lot of sense to me. I feel like this would definitely be the one as a kid you would be like, this one's even more fun and wild and charmingly camp. And the first one certainly has camp, but yeah, I would say that as an adult, I can't remember if I ever caught glimpses of this as a kid. I feel like I must have. I know I caught glimpses. I saw the original one at some point when I was like a small child. But yeah, I could see that. I agree with your current day assessment, and I could also very much imagine the former being true.
Yeah, I would say the same. I think the first one is a better movie overall because it's just so tight, an hour and a half, and then everything works in that movie. It's firing on all cylinders. But this one is just so ridiculously fun. This is the type of movie I can put on any time and just have a good ass time with. I could
vibe to it.
I could vibe with it. I could put it in the background. I could go to sleep to this movie. And it'll just be like in my sleep going, go ninja, go ninja, go ninja, go ninja, go. And I'll pass out. And I'll wake up still singing it. Yeah. But yeah, I think this one is so much fun. It's a change in tone, but it's not an unwelcomed one. Because it's the thing with the sequel, like, okay, we saw what worked in the first movie, what people loved. We're going to double down on all the things that people liked, minus some of the action stuff. Because I said while we were watching it that Andrew put me onto the fact that I guess that parents didn't really want children to be inspired to use these dangerous ninja weapons. So you did a lot more hand-to-hand combat, a lot of weapons that weren't traditionally ninja weapons, like using a yo-yo or using salami or using the environment. And it was funny because after I had said that in that finale fight, I want to say, is it Donnie? Yeah, no, not Donnie. Leo. He's about to pull out his swords, but then he doesn't. And I was like, okay. Just teasing a little bit, but I thought it was funny. But even though they didn't use their classic weapons, I truly did not mind, and I had a blast with this movie.
Yeah, I think the tonal shift luckily works out because the first movie to me felt like, oh man, they really did it. They kind of translated what I associate with being the Turtles across multiple media, and then the second movie is more cartoon-like, but I also watched the cartoon growing up, so it's like it's not really outside of the realm of things you could do here. And it's like, I get it. It's the not that the Ninja Turtles need always be for children, but that the children should always be accessible to the Ninja Turtles, or often, most times. And I think in this case, yeah, it was very charming, and having Shredder, yes, not as like, when he's like torturing Splinter in the first movie, like it's pretty grim and in a way. It has that thing that older movies.
In the face.
Yeah, and he's like all sweaty and it looks violent in a way. And so this definitely has softer, more fun cartoon comic edges. But yeah, even having just Shredder constantly being just like, oh, those damn turtles, I'm gonna come up with a new plan. Like, these babies. Like, yeah, I felt like they found the humor in it. Like, that could easily be a drag on the filmmakers. And I feel like instead of dragging their feet about it, or like, displaying a lack of enthusiasm for having to tone down certain elements, I thought they had fun with that as a parameter instead, and I think that's what leads to good results.
Yeah, there's a lot of similarities between this one and the other one, but this one just turns up the cartoony factor more, which I didn't mind. And yeah, I'm all for a live action cartoon, Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, Just a Girl. Got a couple more here, but let's see. Appreciate you chiming in once again. You are one of our all you guys are very consistent contributors to our convos. John and Aaron, hi guys. Great to see you again. It's always fun watching movies with you. Appreciate that very much. Did you think Shredder's plan to create his own mutants with Ooze was a good idea or a bad idea? And should TGRI have been revealed as the aliens from Dimension X instead of some random company that made the Ooze? Do you feel that less fights weakens the movie? And lastly, what did you think of the Vanilla Ice cameo? Thanks again for a great time. You guys are the best. Oh golly. Okay, we can jump on these in a tandem. Shredder's plan to create his own mutants with the Ooze was a good idea or bad idea? It's a bad idea generally speaking.
Yeah.
But I think as a villainous plan, a lot of flair, a lot of flavor, a lot of potential for fun and interesting, additions to the Rogues Gallery. I like it as a concept.
I like it conceptually. I think it's fun in the movie, but I can imagine how hardcore Ninja Turtle fans might have been upset by the choice.
Sure.
Because I think obviously the classic, other mutants in the TMNT world are Bebop and Rocksteady, and they were not in this movie. They were replaced with these two, and I'm very curious as to why that was. But yeah, I think within the logic of this movie, this could have gone really wrong if you didn't have the proper parameters. And that's my adult brain thinking about this, not as a shredder, and not as a kid. And I feel like as a kid, it's something you kind of look over. But in this moment, I'm gonna say that this was not the best of ideas, but it made for a fun movie, so I'm not mad at it.
So TGRI have been revealed as the aliens. I think it would be fun if they found a way to work the aliens from Dimension X instead, but I do think that you're maybe on the edge of you're in that time. Like I was kind of surprised that the first one was like as on point as it was, and I feel like the alien factor almost maybe could take things too far. Like in the right hands, you never know. But it makes a lot of sense to me that at this point in time they went with like science gone wrong instead. And I did think that David Warner brought a lot of nice presence to that role, and for a trivial some twist on the lore that maybe trivializes it a little bit. I thought it could have gone way worse. I liked him, and he brought they used that character for some nice flavoring to the movie, and some science gone wrong, disposal cover-up thing is not like amazing necessarily, but I thought it was appropriately utilized here.
It's interesting because this movie is already so wacky with the concept of having, mutant turtles and a ninja man with knives who recruits teenagers. So part of me is like, is them bringing in another dimension like a bridge too far? Is it like to suspend people's disbelief? But I'm like, no, let's just go as wacky as we can. And I think they probably just made it a company for simplicity's sake, just so you don't have to do a ton more explaining. But I think Dimension X would have been really cool, and I'd like to see them utilize that in a. If they ever do another live action Ninja Turtles movie, I think that'd be something cool to see.
Hell yeah. I feel like, too, I mean, maybe that's something you could build to in a part 3 or something. You could do some retconning. You can be like, well, yes, it was the TGRI Ooze, but we tampered with it, too, and that's why.
Oh, okay. I like that idea. Like a alternate continuity, like how they did for, was it the Halloween movies? They, made something canon. The first 2 were canon, and like the last one or the third one was not, or like kind of like a Superman Returns situation where the first 2 are canon, but Superman 3 and 4 are not.
I was gonna say, how far back in film history do we start erasing sequels but not other sequels? Do you feel that less fights weakens the movie? I don't think necessarily. I guess I could have maybe used a little bit more variety of fighting. I think because it's all hand to hand and not everyone is a showstopper. I guess maybe on paper, but I wasn't sitting here stewing on the idea of like, what, I was never feeling like there wasn't action in the movie. But certainly the first movie, I think, has sharper action than this one.
What I will say, as I think I agree with you, the first one has sharper action. Something that, and you can tell me, tell me your thoughts on this, or if you agree or disagree. I feel like, with the exception of Raph, I feel like their personality differences aren't extremely distinct within this version of the movie.
Yeah,
and because they're all just like dude bro turtles who are just like broing out. But I think with something like Mutant Mayhem or some later iterations, it makes their specific roles clear. Mikey's like the kid brother, Raph's like the tough brew, Donnie's the smart one, Leo's the leader. And I feel like that was not as clear in, I think, both movies, but it's still fun nonetheless.
Yeah, and not having their weapons in play means that you lose the variety in the fights. So you have to mostly rely on either martial arts, or I thought this movie they did nicely to at least like have usually the setting was part of the personality of the fight. They would use stuff around, or they would have to come up with some creative way to, combat the, wolf and snapping turtle guys and whatever. But yeah, I feel like if you had their signature weapons, then you would have a bunch of opportunities to do different kinds of action. But so it goes.
I agree.
What do you think of the Vanilla Ice cameo? I'm for it. In the long history of, musical artists appearing in a club scene of a movie, it's pretty iconic. I'm surprised at his wardrobe for the concert. I thought they would have had him more overtly decked out in turtle gear. It makes me wonder
wear some green.
If green or even like a bright yellow. Like, I wonder if there's a music video or something for this that I am maybe even kind of thinking of in my mind's eye. But yes, Vanilla Ice cameo, iconic. I'm sure he was like the biggest get at the time. And, for this kids' Ninja Turtles movie, why not, man? Why not?
Oh, yeah. And I'm sure so many kids were singing Go Ninja Go after this movie.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's some of those more prevalent in the 90s and 80s, but these days it's more rare that you just get overt songs by popular artists to just pop into the middle of the movie as like a cross-promotional ad for both the movie and the artist's career.
Yeah.
So I think it is definitely a unique in that way. But I'm not mad at it. I think it just added to the fun. It's wacky. It doesn't make a ton of sense, but I'm here for it. I don't need it to make sense as long as we're having fun. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Could have been anybody. It should have been the band Trampled by Turtles.
Yeah.
If this was made at a different point in time. But what are you going to do?
Let us know.
Thank you for the kind words.
Appreciate you guys.
Got a couple stragglers because there's usually a cutoff based on when we're shooting this. But since I have the access today, we'll squeeze a couple other people in here at the end. Jay Rushton, thank you so much.
Thank you,
You're
Jay
always a
Rushton.
consistent contributor. For Secret of the Ooze, was this movie an improvement? My answer is yes. Do you agree there? We've trodden this territory a bit in this review. I would say that it depends on what you want. Is it an improvement? It depends. If you want slightly more comedic, slightly more cartoon-like, and more youthful tone, I think this is more toward that direction. I think there are some key elements. I thought the actress here who was April was affable and enjoyable to watch while she was around, but I think the actress who played the original April O'Neil got me more invested in that character.
Yeah.
And I thought she had a more defined rapport with the Ninja Turtles. What is that actress's name too? Shouts out to her, Judith Hoag. She was in Halloween Town.
Oh no way!
She's the mom in the Halloween Town.
And who was
movie.
the second April O'Neil?
And then let's see. Secrets of the Ooze. April O'Neil is Paige Turco. That's right. Called her out.
Paige Turco.
Which I don't know if I've seen her in anything else. She's done certainly some other stuff in the 80s, but
yeah, I wonder why she wasn't in the sequel.
Yeah, I'd be very curious to know. She's in the horror movie The Stepfather in 2009. She's still out here doing the acting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think the April O'Neil aspect and just like that spirit of like them and her and the city and like why having a reporter involved is like a specific plot point at all is like stronger in the first movie. And certainly, like, all the stuff with Master Splinter is great, and the boys are great, and, like, whenever he's, giving them some mentoring tutelage, that's lovely. It's not quite as much of that here. And I think while Casey Jones obviously would have been sick to see in this, super cool, loved him in the first movie. I liked Keno. Like, I liked Ernie Reyes Jr.'s presence. I wish this movie had given more to those characters. I think it's appropriate that the Turtles and Splinter still get the lion's share of like the characterization. But since we do have these other characters, I thought they were better drawn in the first movie. But they were very appealing to watch and very enjoyable parts of the story for me, even still this time around.
Yeah, I can echo those sentiments. I feel like the first movie's choice of having April have the subplot with the kid and her boss, and then having Casey Jones come in and him having his relationship with Raph, and then Casey and April then developing a love-hate relationship. I think all that stuff was better defined. So I think this movie is a really fun movie, but I think the first movie is just a little bit better for me.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Last one. Got a creative one here from Kev B. Thank you so much for chiming in. John and Aaron for TMNT 2, Secret of the Ooze. You ready for this?
Let's hit it.
Shell yeah! May your day be smoother than a freshly waxed half shell and as full of surprises as a secret stash of sewer pizza. Go forth and crush it. Turtle style. However you do a cool mono finger turtle salute. Okay, here we go. Let's say you're in NYC with the Ninja Turtles, and you can only team up with one to tackle a serious pizza emergency. But here's the twist. You've just been hit with a batch of ooze, and suddenly you can't stop blurting out your weirdest cartoon catchphrases from when you were a kid. Which turtle are you teaming up with, and what over-the-top totally 80s plan are you coming up with to take down Super Shredder?
Oh, wow.
And then we'll tackle that in a sec. Here's an oozerific tidbit, and I think we will be excited to hear about this. Did you know that the original script actually included a return for Casey Jones?
What?
But the studio thought the sequel should be more, quote, kid-friendly, and axed that plan in favor of, well, Tokka and Rahzar? Yeah, not quite the Peter Laird Eastman comic noir. Also, the actors couldn't use their weapons for real in this installment thanks to parent complaints after the first movie, so cue the sausages, yo-yos, and slapstick. Yeah, interesting. I mean, Casey Jones, I feel like you could have made him more kid-friendly, but I get why they maybe went a different direction, because he does have, like, that menacing punk rock guy mask and friggin'
so cool,
the sticks and stuff. He was super cool. All right, who are you teaming up with, and what's your crazy 80s plan?
So we have
take
to
Super Shredder down.
Okay, so we have to go get pizza, but also take down Super Shredder?
Yeah, it's a pizza emergency that I assume, like, Super Shredder is about to, like, get in the way of. So not only do you have to get the pizza, you also have to vanquish Super Shredder to get to the pizza.
Oh, snap, dude.
Maybe Super Shredder is about to, like, destroy all of the pizza in New York City.
He's about to destroy all the pizza?
Yeah.
You can't let that
He's
happen.
got special pizza ray
No, sir.
that neutralizes all pizzas in a 150, 500-mile radius.
Oh, no.
However many
absolutely not.
miles.
Okay, let's see.
So you got to team up with somebody.
I got to come up with a catchphrase, too.
Yeah.
Because I got oozed on.
Yeah.
Ooh.
How you taking down Super Shredder?
Okay, so I think I'm teaming up with, if it's a pizza emergency, I feel like Mikey loves pizza the most.
Yeah.
Out of all of them.
I'm at a crossroads. We can just plan this together. I'm at a crossroads because I think Mikey is your guy for, like, he's so driven by the pizza at the end of the stick that I feel like he'll get you there if it's pizza. But if you're solo going up against a Super Shredder, I feel like Raph is probably solo guy you want.
Yeah, because he's the one who goes off on his own the most. He's the one who, I think in some iterations, becomes his own, like, vigilante independently. So, yeah. I think for that mission specifically, he's the guy. Because if it's a pizza emergency alone, I'm going with Mikey. But if it's a Super Shredder thing, I'm going with Raph. And, yeah, dude, do you have a catchphrase?
Oh, my God.
That's the toughest part for me.
Yeah. I mean, cruising for an oozin' was pretty good earlier. You had that one.
Cruising for an oozin', I like that one. Ooh. Wow. There's so many because we're taking place in the 80s and the 90s, right? Terrifitacular. Nope, that's terrible. This is such a tough question because it's weird because I'm like, you think my improv skills would come into handy here for this one. Sauceroni, dude. Like, I don't know.
You just got sliced.
Oh, okay. So wait, no, is it something that you're saying in action, or, like, you know how they say their little?
I'm gonna say hot
together?
and ready in 30 minutes, or it's free.
Ooh, okay. Hot and ready in 30 minutes.
See, I need something to respond to. That's the thing. Is like my 80s catchphrase. I would have to Arnold about it. I would have to have a situation and the yes and the situation. You know, okay. I don't know if I would have a single catchphrase. I would have catchphrases depending on where we are and what's happening.
All right, so totally tubular.
turtle. You want to come up with a turtle one? Hot and ready, dude.
Saved by the shell.
Saved by the shell. That's not bad. All right.
Yeah, man. I'm going to Saved by the Shell.
All right, and then
that's mine.
My plan, I guess, would involve anything where you can like slide on the shell that involves like having to pull all the limbs in and then surprise like jump back out. I think would be a cool one. So I'd have Raph do something that involves that. I guess if we had to stop Shredder from a pizza-related crime, I think the key would be that we would need to block the beams from his pizza ray with like a giant version of one of those like plastic table-looking things they put in the middle of some pizzas, We need a giant version of that to like block off the beams, and then we would have to enclose him in a giant hot and ready takeout box or something like that. Like my plan would involve enclosing him in a box and then sealing that box inside of like a heat-tight case so that he ultimately becomes like a giant delivery pizza. Like the solution to the problem is to box him up hot and ready style.
Okay, the reason I asked the question I did earlier is if we're getting the pizza and having to fight Super Shredder, because that changes the context. Because if we're having to get the pizza first and then on the way home from the pizza we get Super Shredder, I'm thinking, okay, he's Super Shredder. He's a big dude. He already has heavy armor on.
Yeah.
So we get him to chase us to like somewhere where there's like where there's like water nearby.
Sure,
and not only rust him, get him to slip and fall. We throw the pizza on the floor to get him to slip on it like a banana peel, allowing him to fall into the water.
Ooh, okay. How about this? We make a pizza that has a bunch of like magnets on it attached to like little, what are they called? The stars, the ninja stars.
Okay.
And then, once Shredder gets near Super Shredder, he'll be, like assailed by all these titanium pepperoni ninja stars.
or okay, it's pizza on the ground, right? I'm going to build off of what you said. So,
I thought of a new catchphrase too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's time to get stuffed, crust.
Oh shoot. Okay. So there's a pizza on the ground, right? And then Shredder's gonna like open the pizza, but inside the pizza / under the pizza, it's interwoven into the making of the pizza. It's a big pizza. There's a net in the pizza. So when he goes to reach for it, he gets caught up by the pizza net.
It's kind of like one of those jars with the snakes inside.
Yeah.
Instead it's pizza and it's just a net that shoots out from all the different little toppings.
And then we got him trapped because
we got to trap the Shredder.
I guess he loves pizza too.
Yeah.
So I think we did it, guys.
We did it. Well, that's what we do. And then he goes away in a straitjacket, but we feed him a slice of pizza anyway because we're cool like that.
We did it. We stopped the Shredder.
We drop a giant anchovy on his head. That's what we do. We inject an anchovy with the ooze, and then we fight him with the anchovy.
Ooh, okay.
There's so many options, guys. Leave us your plan. We're going to have, it's going to involve a ramp, lots of taxi cabs, magnetic pepperoni ninja stars, a bunch of water. We're going to rust them. We're going to put them in a box. We're going to catch him with a net. And we're gonna sick a giant anchovy on it.
We're gonna season him, and we're gonna dip him in some ranch.
This was very fun.
It's super fun.
This is very fun. I don't know what the budget was. That's the last thing we'll look up. What's the budget? For Secret?
While you look
of
up the budget,
Ooze?
I'm gonna ask you.
This was a slightly lower budget, right?
Okay.
Because the first one was what, 30 million. This was 25.
I think the first one was
30 or 40.
13. Look, 13.5.
Oh no,
million.
I am wrong. That's right. I was very surprised.
Yeah,
okay, so
budget.
I feel very bad about that. It's partly in how you shoot it, I would say.
All the pizza, and then they had to pay for Vanilla Ice to come on.
That's true. The pizza budget must have been off the
They didn't allocate their budget appropriately when they did the first movie. They were very strategic with it. But also, before we go, I want you to guess the Rotten Tomatoes for Secret of the Ooze.
This didn't get a great first movie Rotten Tomatoes score.
Where's the first one?
I feel like it's got to be like 46% or something like that. Okay, this is because it is a different director too. So like sometimes not to shade any one particular department or whatever. And there is a Vanilla Ice Ninja Rap short music video.
Of course there is.
That we will have to check out at some point in our lives. But yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I'm looking at the score for both of them.
What you got?
Okay. Oh, this one's slightly shorter than the first one by a few, like 5 minutes. Okay, so critics and audiences, what are we going with?
I'll say like 38% critics and 70% audience.
You're pretty close on both of those, actually.
Okay.
You said 38% critics?
Yes.
36% critics.
Okay. All right. I'm back in the game. I'm back in the game.
70% audience? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
67% audience. You're mad close, dude.
Okay. Yeah. I could feel that. It's interesting. Judith Hoag was not called to reprise her role as April O'Neil because I guess the director was unhappy with the way she derided and the way they mistreated the stunt doubles and their unfair schedule changes. Interesting. And she and the actress who played April O'Neil in this one, Paige Turco, are now friends.
Oh, nice.
So let's see. Interesting. In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990, the facial expressions were cable operated with all the motors, servos, etc. housed in the shell. In this movie, thanks to a larger budget, the animatronics were smaller and lighter and were built into the face itself. It's pretty cool. Okay. And yeah, I noticed this. Ernie Reyes Jr. was Donatello's fight double in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990. He got like his own credit, like a specified, like separated credit, I feel like. Producers liked Reyes so much they created the role of Keno just for him to replace the ultra-violent Casey Jones. Casey Jones wasn't an assertive guy. I don't know how he would fare in a cartoony movie.
Yeah, no. I don't know if it would gel as well.
I guess the creators thought that Shredder shouldn't appear in the second movie.
Oh, wow.
But they planned a scene where the garbage man fell into Shredder's helmet, crushed and twisted, which would have been a subtle enough way to refer to his ambiguous fate from the first film and set the scene for his appearance in a third TMNT movie. However, the producers wanted the movie to be closer to the cartoon and therefore decided to have Shredder return in this movie instead.
Yeah, and he didn't take his mask off this time, too, because I think it was a same voice actor but different guy playing Shredder. Yeah, okay.
The one main concern, I guess this is the last thing I'll read, was that Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird had was that the second and any subsequent movie stay as much away from the cartoon show and as close to the original black and white comics as possible as the first movie did. They felt there was plenty of material in the black and white books to form the basis for another good movie. I guess a lot of people would probably agree with you, and we'll get that again soon.
Yeah, and I feel like if we wanted to, we're at the day and age where they could make a classic comic version of the TMNT for adults, and we got the animated kids version.
They're doing like a Ronin movie, right?
Are they really?
I think they're doing some kind of
or a game or something. I don't know.
I think I heard that somewhere on the interwebs.
Oh well, let us know down in the comments below your kooky plans to take down the Shredder. Let us know about all things Turtles down in the comments.
Yeah,
we love you. Stay totally tubular. Stay all things cool. Cowabunga, and we'll see you in the next one. Deuces.
And pizza.
And pizza.
Pizza. Go ninja to the pizza parlor.